My name's Rich Simonon, and thanks for tuning in to another one of our videos where we try and give you the real world from the trenches viewpoint on what's happening in real estate today. I'm not a seminar salesman. There's no books or tapes to buy at the end of this. I own and manage the largest independent real estate company in Riverside, California since 1985, and our agents are in this market every day. So we try and pick a topic that our clients are asking us a lot about, put it on these videos, and we hope it comes in handy. Today I'm going to talk to you about short sales, but primarily from the buyer's standpoint. We have other videos for the seller's standpoint. This one is for the buyers. If you are thinking about going down the path of purchasing a short sale, what is it that you need to know? So let's jump in. First of all, there are three things, let's start with three. There are three things that you need to know if you're going to get involved in a short sale that make it different from any other kind of sale that you've looked at before. The first one is the price. Let's talk about that. The price on a short sale is sort of like cotton candy. It looks pretty, but there's not a whole lot there when you take a bite. Understand that on a short sale, you have three players in this game. It's not just between you and the seller anymore. It's between you, the seller, and the seller's existing bank. And the existing bank is really going to be the one that drives the bus on this as to whether the short sale is going to work or not, because they're the ones that have to decide just how much money they're willing to lose on this loan. You have sort of a catch-22 on the price you have in front of you, in the sense that the bank won't tell anybody what they'll take for the home until they get an offer. But we can't submit an offer until we have some kind of a price on the home. So the bottom line is, the way a short sale generally works is the listing agent and the seller get together and they try to come up with a price that is fairly aggressive so that you, the buyer, feel like you're getting a bit of a deal or a bargain on this home because of the hoops you're going to have to jump through. So the price has to be aggressive enough to get an offer fairly quickly from you, the buyer, but not so aggressive that when you send it into the bank, they take one look at it and go, "You got to be kidding me. We're already losing $100 grand on this home. We don't want to lose any more." To give you an example, if you had a home that was priced about that was worth in today's market about 300 grand, you could expect a short sale price on it of somewhere around 280, 285, 290, I don't know, somewhere in there, so that you're getting a bit of a deal on it, and that's fine. But if you priced it like some of them that you'll see out there, take for example a $300,000 neighborhood, and some knucklehead has priced it at $225,000, sure, we can get 150 people interested in that property in about 8 minutes, but you'll never get it past the bank. You send in an offer of $225 on a $300,000 home to the bank, and they're just going to laugh and kick it back, and you're wasting everybody's time. Okay? The people that are looking to do that are what we call seminar junkies. You know that where you wake up at 3 in the morning and flip on the TV because you can't sleep, and you see the guy standing there with the lei around his neck in front of the boat going, "Your key to your financial future is to buy short sale properties at 5 cents on the dollar," or something stupid like that. Those are seminar junkies. They never happen. All those guys want to do is sell you books and tapes. In the real world, you're never going to get a price that low on a short sale because the lender isn't going to let it happen. But you will be able to get a bit of a bargain. So understand on the price. The price that you have on this home on a short sale is not necessarily anything that's been approved by all the people that are going to be involved in this, mainly the seller's bank. The second thing you need to know about a short sale is you're going to have a longer wait period before you find out whether your offer has been accepted or not. Certainly longer than if you're just dealing directly with a seller. And that longer wait period means more things can go wrong or more reasons why the bank might say no. The longer wait period comes because the bank is going to need to do some homework. They're going to need to find out if the offer in front of them makes any sense or not. They're not going to take your word for it. They're going to take our word for it. They're going to want to check it out, and that takes time because banks have different ways they do this. Sometimes they can do all that work over a computer. Sometimes they hire an appraiser. Sometimes they want someone to go buy the home. Depends on how big the loan is and how big the loss is. So you have to understand the bank needs to do their homework as well, which is another reason why your $225 price on a $300,000 home is never going to work. The second thing that takes some time is the bank has to decide a number of things. Number one, are they going to allow the seller to get out from underneath this certain amount of debt? They have to, in essence, approve the seller for the short sale, and that's going to take some time. The other thing that may happen, there's a variety of things. This could be a loan in which the bank will get reimbursed if the property goes to foreclosure, but they don't get reimbursed if they accept a short sale. You probably haven't heard about that much, but that happens all the time. So there's a lot of reasons why the bank may say no. We're not trying to scare you. A lot of short sales close. We do it every day. Just understand it's going to take you longer to get an answer, and you got a little bit more of a chance that the answer might be no. Look at it like an engagement. You've written the offer. You're engaged. Hopefully you won't get left at the altar, but occasionally it happens. The third thing you need to know is about the home itself and the condition of the home. Basically, what you see is what you get. You're not going to have an opportunity for the seller to step in and fix a lot of little things that they might on another home. The seller's not going to do that. The seller's getting exactly nothing out of the sale of this property, so they're not going to stick any more money in to fix a dishwasher or a leaky faucet or a broken this or a loose that. That's not going to happen. In a normal sale, yes, you might have some negotiations with the seller because the seller's going to get some money, so yeah, they're going to fix these things. But in a short sale, the seller isn't going to fix anything. So when you do your home inspection, and we highly recommend that you do one, it is primarily for your own information, unless you find a bunch of massive things are wrong with the home. But basically, it's for your own information, because there is no money available for the seller to fix anything on the home. So take a very good look at this home before you write the offer, so you have a pretty good idea what you're getting involved in. All right, those are the three things. The price is like cotton candy. You got a longer wait period, and make sure you take a good look at the condition of the home before you decide if you want to go further and get involved. So what do? Well, at this point, then it becomes like a regular escrow. You write your offer, it gets sent to the bank, you wait whatever time frame they tell you to wait, and hopefully the bank gets back to you and says, okay, we can go ahead and do this. And if that's the case, then you're going to have about 30 days to get this closed, give or take. It can be a little bit longer, it can be shorter, because remember, there's a foreclosure clock ticking off in the background, and they want to get it closed before the home goes through too far into the foreclosure process, or, heaven forbid, it gets foreclosed out from underneath you, which does happen, because the foreclosure department and the short sale department in these banks don't talk to each other very much. Don't look for common sense out of a bank. We stopped looking for that a long time ago. That should pretty much cover it on short sales, although there's two things you need to note that you need to be aware of. Number one, do not order your appraisal on the property for your new loan or order out your home inspection until after the seller's existing bank has said they will go ahead and approve the short sale. Why? Because you don't want to spend the money just to find out that the bank was never going to approve it. An appraisal and a home inspection are going to cost you anywhere from $750 to $1,000. Don't spend that money if you don't have to. Wait till the bank tells you it's okay. You'll have time. The second thing you need to know is, what if there are two loans on this property instead of one? Can you still do the short sale? Yes, you can. It just simply becomes a little more complicated and it takes a little bit longer. The reason for that is that if the home were to go into a foreclosure and get foreclosed, most of the time the second trust deed holder is wiped out, and what the heck, they can't do anything about it. In a short sale, the second trust deed holder uses this opportunity to try and extract a little money from the first, because you can't close it unless they agree to do it, and they know that. They have some leverage here, and trust me, they are not shy about exploiting it. So it just makes it more complicated, but we close them all the time, but it just takes a little bit longer, so you need to understand that. That should cover it. That'll get you the basics about a short sale. For gosh sakes, if there are any questions that you still have that we haven't answered here, get a hold of us. Our web address is here. Call us. Happy to answer your questions. All we're trying to do with these videos is give you information, because there's too much misinformation out there, and we want to make sure that you get squared away with the right stuff. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in, and hey, do not forget, be very careful out there. It's a goofy real estate world, and we don't want anyone to get hurt. All right? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.